one of the things to remember as well is there is a fundamental difference between someone arriving at our land border versus someone arriving at an airport. Someone who arrives at our land border has been in the United States, has a PCR test from the US. We're following very closely the numbers and the data we collect on these tests, has been an extremely low and manageable number of cases, and we're always looking at doing more enforcement, at stepping up on the penalties on that, and we will continue to work with the provinces on that. But there is a fundamental difference between someone arriving on connecting flights from anywhere around the world at our airports, which is why we have required government-approved accommodations until the negative PCR test that they got on arrival is indeed furnished. Canadians who are returning from Florida or Arizona and landing in Buffalo or Bellingham are doing so by showing a U.S. PCR test. They are internal American travelers. Anyone transiting into an airport from into the U.S. from overseas needs to go through the U.S. arrival processes and land in the U.S. before leaving the airport and eventually driving to Canada, where they will need to show a U.S. PCR test. So there is a difference between people traveling from the U.S. through a land border versus people landing directly from Europe or Asia or elsewhere in our airports.